Welcome back. Good players tend to be a little psychotic about their wedges. There are probably players at your course so in love with theirs they get them reground and the faces rescored. That's because wedges wear out. Pros replace them regularly. If you're shopping and really like those deeper grooves, think about where you'll get replacements, or maybe consider these. They're wedges designed by short game guru Dave Pelz and lovingly crafted by maybe the best club maker going right now, Jesse Ortiz of Bobby Jones Golf.
And Dave had done a lot of research with the USGA back in the old square groove ping controversy days, and he learned quickly that one of the main factors in spin was the deterioration of the edge of the score line. So, you know, wedges, in my opinion, have always been the lowest tech category in golf. If you take a look at drivers today and go back 30 years, they're very different looking. Look, the same with fairway woods or even putters. But wedges, if you take a wedge from the 70s and you take a wedge today, they're pretty much similar.
Couldn't tell the difference.
That's right. But what we realized, what Dave taught me, was that the spin rate significantly deteriorates even within 200-300 hits. And the other thing that I didn't know is that all the tour pros change wedges about every 4-5 weeks. Some of them even every other week, like Mickelson and VJ. So what happens is, as the deterioration occurs, you lose spin, you lose trajectory control, you lose the control to stop the ball on the greens. So Dave and I worked together finding some materials that would never wear out, that would be very, very tough, very strong, anti-abrasive materials. The problem is that all those elements would reduce feel. And what I was able to come up with was a type of 3M membrane that goes behind this indestructible face material that actually bonds the material to the body, and with the strength of welding, but it acts as also a shock absorber. So what happens is the 3M material, the bonding agent, its byproduct is that it softens the hit, so it feels like a forging, but you have a face that'll never wear out. The pros get their wedges for free, so they don't mind changing every 3 or 4 weeks. But the average golfer, if he's got a wedge if he plays 2-3 times a week or even just once a week, after about a year, he can't execute the shots like he did when it was brand new.
We collaborated on the Pelz wedges, and I gave him my designs and my groove specifications because I've done so much of the research that's ever been done on grooves that I felt like I really understood exactly what I wanted in the perfect wedge. And 7 years ago, we worked through it, and we got not only the perfect shapes and wedge groove geometries, but we also, in the collaboration, found a manufacturer who made a steel. It's a specialty steel. It's not a high production mass. It's not like stainless steel, but it is a steel product that is more wear resistant than stainless steel by about a factor of 8 to 10. So that now not only can we make the best wedges that the first time you hit them are the best that they can possibly be, but instead of wearing out consistently, rapidly, the more you practice, they lasted 8 to 10 times longer. So now for a tour pro, instead of having to change his wedge every month, he doesn't have to change his wedge all year, and the grooves still have high integrity and they still produce performance. For an amateur, it'll probably last 3 to 5 years, depending on how much they practice.
These are the limited edition nickel black wedges from Pelz Golf by Bobby Jones. I'm a huge fan of these darker colors, particularly on the scoring game clubs. The ball is framed so much better by a dark club face. You can clearly see the angles, and frankly, your alignment gets better. The Pelz wedges come in a 48-degree pitching club, a 52-degree gap wedge, a 56-degree sand iron, and there you have a choice of 2 bounces, and either a 60-degree lob wedge or a 64-degree sky hook called the X wedge. Each sells for about $120, and you should check them out at bobbyjonesgolf.com.